Thank you, Chair of the Research Days Committee, Principal, and I can do without the salutations. Good morning to you all, and welcome to Research Days 2015. You thought 2014 was phenomenal. You are not yet ready for 2015. This year, the theme is slightly different. We are looking at innovation for development through science, creativity, productivity, and governance. The idea here is we want to show the research that the university has been doing and continues to do, and how does that give us new products, new services, new processes, new ways of doing things that we've done before, and new things to do. We're highlighting the research that the university does, but not only the research, but the opportunity that we create by being the university that we are, so that more research can happen and answer more of those questions for development. And we really wanted this year, more than any other year, try and capture the imagination of the public and private sector and engage them as partners as we go forward through this year. So we have two sub-themes. One, innovation through new improved products, services, and processes, and creating an enabling environment for that innovation and development to happen. We are the incubators of the continuing research, and it is through our graduate programs and our undergraduates that we create that ongoing thrust. 3 days of research days, Monday the 9th, Tuesday the 10th, and Wednesday the 11th. And I will add that for those of you who would like to make it a whole week affair, there is the UWI homecoming on the 12th and 13th, so you can have 1 week of university celebration, but be sure you are in attendance. There are many ways you can take advantage of what we offer in Research Day Mona 2015. There are some signature events, and the documents that you would have had circulated will tell you some of those events. We have research publications, and there are 2 research publications, Research for Development and the Research Awards. And there are a whole host of opportunities for you to go to workshops, faculty tours, panel discussions. In fact, there are 120 different activities over the 3 days that you will need to apportion your time to try and take advantage of. Those of you who have never been to the medical building, you can get a tour of the medical building. Those of you who have never been to see the mangroves that the principal spoke of, we'll have a tour to the Port Royal Marine Lab for the mangroves. You can take advantage of whatever we offer so that you can learn more about the research. Because it's not only for outside the university, but even within the university, we need to take advantage of knowing the research that we do together so we can get more cross-cutting research. Multiple opportunities to engage. There are 153 exhibits that will be in the tent. That'll take you 3 days to go through the 153. There are some new ideas that have come on as well. The principal has mentioned the policy wall, which I'll speak to in a second. And we've decided to take on board the Opportunity Lounge to try and get more of that connection with public and private sector. And of course, because we believe the graduate students are the engine of our research, we have expanded the Graduate Lounge. You're invited to the opening ceremony, which is going to be on the Monday, the 9th. That's at 10. And the guest speaker is going to be Professor Michael Nobel, chairman of the Nobel Sustainable Trust. He has so much to say that we've actually invited him to give a public lecture that evening at 5:30. And the topic is the necessity of combining the functions of academia, what we are, government, who just walked out the door, and industry in sustainable development. So he's tying together all three, and we thought no better person to do this than somebody who runs a sustainable trust. On Tuesday, some examples of our signature events. There is Mediganja. I know I should put this in principle because the minister said you have an interest, so I put it in there. Cannabis in Jamaica is the title. Dr. Henry Lowe, Dr. Chara Watson, and Prof. Wayne McLaughlin will be speaking there. There is an interesting book launch by Drs. King and Tennant, and it's Debt and Development in Small Island Developing States. The speaker is going to be the Honorable Peter Phillips, Minister of Finance and Planning. That's in the afternoon on Tuesday. And then we have the Friends of Jamaica, the American Friends of Jamaica, and the Cobb Foundation with a lecture by Professor Byron Wilson on extinctions in the land of wood and water. Can they be averted? Wednesday's signatures, again, quite a few. The poetry clash from last year, that seems to be something that everybody wants to go. And it's all new poems, by the way. It's a competition that you must take in. Nomads will be having the close of the tent operations on Wednesday afternoon. And of course, on Wednesday evening at 6, we have the Principal's Annual Research Day Awards, because it is the Principal's Awards. The policy wall, that's a new thought, and it's a great idea. It is a way that we can recognize all the research that has happened, not just this year or last year, or even the last 10 years. It's from 1960 to 2014. all the work that has been done. Some has been published, some is in gray papers, some is in the literature that we consider, okay, it's a report to a government entity. But these documents have been important in determining policy in Jamaica. And we decided we put together a policy wall for this. We have 12 policy wall themes: education, health and lifestyle, sickle cell, parenting, law and trade, micro, small and medium enterprises. These are all things that the university has been researching. ICT, fisheries, social policy, aging, climate change, of course, and tourism. These are the 12 areas that we would like to put forward, and to show that we're not just a 3-day research days. These 12 are going to be highlighted one per month for the rest of the year. And that's why we like the media partnering with us. And we're going to share all the information that's on the policy wall. We're then going to spin it out for you one by one so you can have an entire month of fisheries if you would like in the media. We've also expanded the Opportunity Lounge, where we this year are bringing researchers and funders, donors, partners together in a focused direct approach. So we've asked, what research would you like to have done? And we've tried to find the research to match the needs of the society, and we figure we can get them all together in one Opportunity Lounge, and we can come up with some answers and hopefully some funding for future answers. Public and private sector, they're being engaged, and in fact on Wednesday, on the Wednesday of Research Day, the Mona School of Business has a special session looking at the successes of research and innovation, where we're trying to get the private sector on board. So, synopsis. Signature events, very important. Research publications, look out for them. A number of ways you can participate, looking for those 120 activities. Get through the 150 in the tent, so you realize that's over 270 activities and things you need to look at. Be sure you get to the policy wall. It'll be a nice octagonal structure, so you can move all around it, all 12 sides. That's more than 8. 12 sides. The expanded Opportunity Lounge and the Graduate Lounge. What do we want you to take away? Mona is the driving force in innovation and development in Jamaica and the Caribbean by our research. Mona, UWI Mona stands ready to partner with any entity, private or public sector, in getting their research done. We want to be the engine of research for all of Jamaica and the Caribbean. And work done at Mona is relevant to the public sector, to the private sector, but to every person, the average man in everyday life. Come, explore tomorrow's solutions today at our Research Days 2015. Thank you.